All right, for our tensioner and idler pulley, the assembly goes like this. This here goes in on the back side. You have another little washer there. Your big washer, what do you want to call that? Slide through. Get that started. Now that you do normal righty tighty, lefty loosey on that bolt there. And then for our actual tensioner, there's nothing on the inside on this one. Just goes like this. Make sure this is on the bigger side, because this has your brace on the back that keeps the bearing from going through. Just pushes in just like that. Now this one, we actually tighten with, because it's counter thread, so you'll actually go spin it to the left to tighten this, and make sure it's fitting in the groove here. That way you don't mess up your bearing. Good. Just nice and snug. That way they can still spin freely, but they're nice, tight. See how you don't hear the same sound you could hear in the other one? Very nice. All right. Next, I will install the serpentine belt on there, and I'll show you how to do that. All right. This is the new serpentine belt. All right. So, we'll get it started on the AC. Come across make sure they're lined up, come across the crank pulley there, come up around the idler, up around the tensions, which we're going to have to loosen that in a second here. So we'll get this back lined up here on our AC, pull it a little snug, make sure that's all in the grooves, which it is. Grooves are still in. The crank pulley coming up over here. Just gonna pull that down for now. Just sort of pinching here. It keeps a little bit of tension. Get them lined up there. Now, you see we're a little bit short, so the trick is come here, pretend you're gonna loosen again, because these are reverse thread, and that will pull this down here. Well, maybe I should have. Let's go ahead and do this first. Up under here. Get that on. Now we can pull this down. Pull that down enough. Try to work the slack out. And bring that up around. There we go. And we're in our grooves. If it feels like it's getting a little too tight there, just make sure that you're back in all your grooves here and you're lined up everywhere, like here. Got to pull that out a little bit. After it rotates a couple times, it will straighten itself out, but you do want to make sure everything is in the grooves. But the parts that aren't in grooves, those will even out as long as they're pretty close to where they need to be to start it. You can even hand turn it if you need to a couple times if you feel like it, and then that'll make sure that everything gets lined up before you start it up. That way a belt don't jump. And if you were just here on how to change the bearings on those and replace them, or the serpentine belt, we're done. And with that. If you were here for other parts of changing out the starter solenoid or the starter, then we still have to reconnect the idle air control valve, reconnect our part of our evap system down here. That's what this hose here goes to. It tees in, comes up into here, connects into the manifold. There's a little T down here as well that runs to your evap system down below, and eventually runs to your fuel tank to keep it so whenever your temperatures rise or whatever, your pressure in the gas tank doesn't want to burst out.